So, traveling. Why is it so important? We all have traveled to somewhere. And I want to start my presentation with a quote from the writer Mark Twain. And he says that travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. So, traveling has many advantages, and we're going to discover some of them in my presentation today. One of them is being creative. According to from an article from The Atlantic, according to a psychologist, spending time abroad has the potential to affect mental change in the sounds, taste, language, and new smells. Makes a spark in our brain synapses, and it has the potential to revitalize the mind. The second benefit is you can become more independent. While we travel, we try to communicate in a totally different language, and with our hand gestures and other stuff. So we're in a place that we're totally unfamiliar with the culture, with the city, with the people. So while we're challenging about with these stuff, we become more self-aware, and this makes us more independent and stronger. Still, because we don't have the language, and while we're talking, we kind of might tell some stupid stuff. And if we're in our own country, it will be so embarrassing. But in the other countries, the beautiful thing is you realize that nobody cares what you do because they don't really know you. So from an article of the Huffington Post says that when you realize no one else care about your act, this is the liberation. And we also become open-minded. When you realize that nobody has the same did the same things you have seen and did, you become more. When you see a new place and some other people may have seen the same places as you did, but it has a different impact on you. So it makes kind of you different than others, and you become more fascinated. And according to Traveler magazine, they said that this also removes prejudices because you become more tolerant and open-minded, and your biases disappears after you kind of get into that culture. And after travelers who get out from their comfort zone and ask questions, be curious at the places they go, and be respectful, they also become open-minded. And also we learn about the history of that place that we visit. We learn about their culture. We also may have learned these stuff in our schools, but it's not the same thing as living there and experiencing at the place. So according to Huffington Post, understanding another culture and history is the premier way to understand its politics, motivation, and social habits. Also, studying abroad is a different way of traveling. It kind of differs from the real travel, because when you travel, you go to places for a short time period, and this is kind of a broader way to discover a place. And students also acquire more advantages of being abroad. They experience the daily life and real life of that place, so they become more cultivated. And this article in New York Times says that study abroad teaches students to appreciate differences and diversity firsthand, and enables them to recognize and dismiss stereotypes they may have held before. So, when we're struggling with the language, foods, culture, people, we become more mature, and study abroad also a benefit for the travelers. Also, an interview with Michelle Obama, she says that she also went to the studying abroad programs. When you're struggling with the language, and do things that you wouldn't normally do. That's going to set up your a lifetime value. Also, it's the best education because when you go there, you will probably see and live everything by yourself, and it makes you educated. It's like you can get those stuff in college or high school, but when you experience it firsthand, you become more educated in life. And again, in an article in Huffington Post, it says that investing in travel is like investing in an education. The results are intangible but extremely valuable. And also, we gain global perspective and a strong independence feel. There are some suggestions that people said that traveling is useless because it's a waste of time and money and you don't really get anything, and there are lots of paperwork, visas, passport, you have to struggle a lot, but there are lots of solutions for these stuff. First of all, the paperwork is easy, you just do for one time, and if you get your passport, it will be valid for 10 years, probably. I don't really know about America, but afterwards you can get the visa, and like most countries give the visa for like 16 days. If you go there less than 60 days, you don't need any visa. So also for the time and for the money, if you just buy your plane ticket and go there to experience better, there are many options that you don't have to pay a lot. You can, instead of renting a car, you can take buses and trains if you ever go to Europe if you go to Europe, there's like trains and buses that always also go to the other countries of Europe and Europe. And you can, instead of staying in a hotel, there are different choices like Airbnb, which is sometimes cheaper, and there's lots of options. And we should stop finding excuses and start traveling. There's another quote of Mark Twain. It's kind of inspirational for traveling. He says that 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do and by the ones you did. So throw off the ball line, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. So travel teaches a lot to us. It makes us more mature. We kind of have self-sufficiency, and we become cultivated with things of how we discover and see. We gain new growth perspective. We learn about politics of different cultures and other stuff, and we also see the world more broadly.
Okay.